Such a beautiful tone. Some of you are probably thinking that's the dinner bell and you're getting hungry. This is actually a beautiful gong, and even though it's rusted on the outside, it still tones so beautifully because that's its essence, despite outside appearances. Just like for many of us, despite our mood changes and frustrations and temporary unhappiness and our fears and worries on the outside, we have a pure self, a true self, from a spiritual standpoint. Indestructible, unobstructed, and eternally free. So I wanted to pose a question to those of you that stopped to listen. In previous videos, I mentioned about there's no getting back to normal or getting back to the way things are. In fact, I used the phrase, you can't get bananas to go green again. So as this pandemic continues, and hopefully we're over the peak of it, and now little by little society is starting to quote unquote reopen, there's going to be what I like to call a new normal. Because again, we can't go back. You're not the same person that you were 2 months ago. You're not the same person that you were this morning. Our bodies are in constant state of change, as are externals. So that question is, what is your new normal going to look like? And I'm not really referring to the outer world, which is not so much in your control, but your inner world. And it's important to consider that because we receive what we believe. So what do you believe? In some way, has this quarantine activated that seed of enlightenment within you? Broaden your perspective. If from nothing else, a pause in the habitual routines that we all went through. So I invite you to consider that. Now and in the days and weeks to come, you've lived your life to this point. Now it's time to truly live it properly, in a way that honors the divine in you and is a blessing to others. To use the term, to shine your light. How does that look? How might others respond to you? What will your new normal be that brings yourself and others to higher ground for the rest of your life? It's a great question. It's one I reflect on. I invite you to do the same. Thank you for listening.